God has things for you to do. We're calling these things, we're just talking about the mission of Christmas. By the way, your mission is not to buy gifts and not get fat. That's not your mission at Christmas, okay? Your mission at Christmas, number one, we talked about, is our Christmas offering, supporting it, giving to it. Number two is what I called a Christmas invitation, just inviting someone to church. Number three is this idea of a Christmas conversation. I'll get more of that next week. I'm going to focus today just for a minute on this Christmas invitation. Do you know that you live right now, if you live in Licking County, if you live right here in the LC, you live, surrounding you right now are 109,000 people with no church affiliation. And the most likely time of the entire year that they will go to church is Christmas Eve. Did you know that? You're about to have your biggest opportunity of the year to invite someone to church. Maybe you're afraid of doing that. Maybe you're like, I don't know, they think I'm weird. Maybe they would judge me. They would look at me differently. No, don't do it. Just overcome the gap to invite someone to church. Let me show you a little video just to show you how easy it can be and how great it can be. This video I'm going to show you is featuring a young man sitting right here. His name's Charlie Bennett. You can say hi, Charlie, everybody. Say hi, Charlie. He's right there. There he is. And featuring his friend Wesley. He's right here. Say hi, Wesley. And enjoy the video. Here we go. It's about inviting to church. Begins with Charlie. Here we go.
My name's Charlie Bennett. I've been attending Spring Hills about 2 years now. So Caitlin and I had kind of ran into a brick wall. Our relationship really started to have some severe struggles. And I just kind of felt like I ran out of options. So I decided to take it to God. That's when I decided to start attending Spring Hills. And from that point, I definitely immediately started noticing a difference. Our relationship started blossoming really fast. Things started looking up. My son started having a passion for coming with us, which was really huge, as well as my daughter, Ellie. She really enjoyed it as well. And just everything started getting better. So my best friend from high school, Wesley, we, after graduating, reconnected through Facebook. And just through some of the posts that I noticed him starting to put on Facebook, I noticed it seemed like he was starting to have a lot of the struggles in his everyday life that I had noticed myself. So at that point, I realized it was maybe be a great idea to invite him to Spring Hills with my family. I did. I contacted him and actually bugged him repetitively about it.
Hi, I'm Wesley, and the first time that Charlie invited me to Spring Hills, earlier that day I had found out from my mom that my stepdad's cancer was unfortunately not curable. And I felt so bad for him and so bad for my mom that I really was disheartened, and I really had no place to turn to, you know. And Charlie and I had planned to sit down after so many years and sit down and just catch up and talk. And towards the end of our conversation, he said, well, why don't you come to church with me? Because I go out to Spring Hills, and I said, well, I don't really know how I feel about that. I hadn't been to church for like 3 years before this. I said, well, you know, I'll think about it, you know. If I do come, you'll see me there. Charlie, out of the goodness of his heart, just found it appropriate to keep inviting me every single day of the week until I came, you know. Just got to this point where it was almost becoming annoying, to the point where I almost blocked him on social media and on Facebook and Instagram and everything. So finally, after like that Friday after we met, I was like, okay, I give, you win, I'll come. So I came, and he and his family were overjoyed to see me here. The very first service that I attended, I could feel this change happen within me. You know, I really didn't know what to expect, you know. So it was a good thing that I knew the songs, but I thought that Pastor Tom's message was phenomenal. His messages, you know, they almost seem like he's preaching right to you, and that's what I found to be so life-changing about this church. And I've found myself seeing God in places that I normally never saw God before. Long story short, I came again, you know, and I'm so glad that I kept coming, because it really has been a life-changing experience for me. In September, I made the decision to be baptized as a renewal of my faith in Christ, and I'm so thankful that Charlie was one of the two members to baptize me along with Pastor Tom. I consider him not just my best friend, but my brother, you know, because, you know, we are all brothers and sisters in Christ. And if I've learned anything from this experience, it's that we have a duty to each other to invite our brothers and sisters, even the ones that don't necessarily believe in Christ yet, to come and worship with us.
How about a hand for Charlie and for Wesley making the video? Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah. Also, maybe a career in film for you, Wesley. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe. We'll see.